Is Election Commission misleading public on how EVM votes poll data is compiled? After the Quint's article published on 31st May pointed out discrepancies in EVM votes polled and EVM votes counted data in the 2019 Lok Sabha elections, the Election Commission of India issued a press release on their website on 1st June. The release was not a rebuttal to the Quint's article, rather a generic statement explaining how the Election Commission compiles EVM votes polled during elections. When we examined the EC's press release, we found that some of the information was less than convincing. In 2014, it took between 2 to 3 months after the declaration of results to collect and collate such data in authenticated form, said the EC's press release. When we checked, we found that EVM votes data existed on the EC's website by 25th May 2014, while the results were declared on 16th May 2014. That's a period of 9 days and not 2 3 months. Earlier in 2014, the EC's website's address was eci.nic.in. It was later changed to the current website address eci.gov.in. Since we can't access the old website, we tried to access documents through archives. We found that on 25th May 2014, our data set was archived from EC's old website, which said parliamentary constituency wise turnout for general election 2014. Since the data was archived on 25th May, it is likely that EC had uploaded this data before this date, so likely even less than a 9-day gap. When we cross-checked the 25th May voter turnout data of Lok Sabha election 2014 with the voter turnout data available on the EC's website, we found that there wasn't any discrepancy between the two sets of data. This proves that for the 2014 Lok Sabha elections, the Election Commission had uploaded the voter turnout data prior to 25th May, which did not change thereafter. What happened to the innovative IT initiative? In the press release, EC has admitted that in comparison to 2014, they have used innovative IT initiatives in the Lok Sabha election 2019. Then, why are they unable to upload the voter turnout data weeks after the results have been announced? Not just that, in this election, to make the voter turnout data instantly available to the candidates and public, EC introduced an app which was updated by the returning officers on election duty. Interestingly, the data available on the app and the EC's website never matched. Do you know that EVMs have two buttons that show the number of EVM votes recorded, the result button and the total button? Both show the total number of votes recorded in the EVM's control unit. The difference between the two are the total button will show only the total number of votes polled in the EVM, while the result button will not only give the total number of votes polled in the EVM but also number of votes polled to each candidate. This is an important feature of an EVM machine to help the officer on election duty to record the number of votes polled in the EVM after the polling is over. This is how we get to know the voter turnout numbers or percentage at the end of the polling day. Not just this, it is the duty of the presiding officer to record the voter turnout every 2 hours on the polling day and inform his/her seniors. And at the end of the polling day, the presiding officer records the EVM votes polled data in Form 17C and gets it signed by the polling agents. This means that on the day of polling, the officer on election duty records and does complete documentation of the number of votes polled in EVMs. The process of recording the number of votes polled is done meticulously because on the day of counting, the number of votes polled is tallied with the number of votes counted. And if any discrepancy is found between the two sets of data, then it is the duty of the election officer to inform the counting agent. Now, the Election Commission website itself clarifies that the EVM votes poll data is recorded and shared on EC's website and app by the duty officer on the polling day, and the poll data is also tallied on the counting day. The question is, over 2 weeks have passed by since the Lok Sabha 2019 election results were declared. Then why is EC still uploading provisional and estimated vote polled data? Why are they taking so long to compile the data? EC has changed the EVM votes poll data 4 times in a month. First data was uploaded before 11th May. The final voter turnout data of the first 4 phases was downloaded by the Quint on 11th May, which means that EC must have uploaded this data sometime before this date. This particular data was elaborate and gave the absolute number of votes polled statewise in parliamentary constituency in phases 1, 2, 3, and 4. In the above data, the Election Commission compared the EVM votes poll data of each parliamentary constituency of Lok Sabha election 2019 with 2014 data. It also mentioned the number of electors in each constituency. Nowhere in the data did the Election Commission mention that this was provisional data. Hence, based on this data, the Quint published an article after the results were declared comparing votes polled and votes counted data in each constituency. Second data was uploaded before 25th May. On 22nd May, the Election Commission uploaded another data set which said final voter turnout of phase 1 to 7. But this data was shrunk into total votes polled per state in each phase. The question is, why did the Election Commission not give the votes polled number of each parliamentary constituency when it is available with them, which they had earlier uploaded? Third data was uploaded before 3rd of June. After several media reports, the Election Commission continued to title the 22nd May data as final voter turnout of phases 1 to 7, but added a line at the bottom saying provisional estimated data. When we compared the data downloaded on 25th May with the data downloaded on 3rd June, we found no difference between the two sets of data. Then why did the Election Commission suddenly tag the second data set as provisional data? Current EVM votes poll data. Instead of providing elaborate and transparent constituency-wise data, the Election Commission has now uploaded one consolidated number percentage data set for each state for all phases. In the above screenshot, you can see that the Election Commission is saying provisional phase-wise polling day voter turnout data has been replaced and data recorded with official documents as per prescribed procedure is posted, which clearly means final data. But when we downloaded the data, it still said provisional, as you can see below. The consolidated numbers can be calculated only by summing parliamentary constituency level data. Then why did Election Commission choose to upload state-wise consolidated data rather than constituency-wise segregated data? Instead of being transparent, the EC's EVM votes poll data is getting more opaque with each subsequent data set. Why? Why can't EC upload the votes poll data once when they have finalized the data from all sources instead of changing it several times? Why EC has not uploaded the VVPAT count data? We have written to the Election Commission asking them all the questions mentioned in the article. We will update the article as and when they respond.